Ridge Garden Center, serving pond owners in the greater Knoxville area. I'm here in our retail store, and today I'm going to talk to you about some things that you should know about your pond. When you go to an expert, any professional, and you're asking for help and you've got questions, most of the time they're going to answer your questions with more questions. So here are a few things that you should keep a record of, just in case. First of all, you want to know how big your pond is. It's one of the first questions that anybody's going to ask you. So you want to make sure you document the length, width, and depth of your pond. It's not absolutely necessary if you know the size to know the volume, but if you want to calculate the volume of water, you multiply length times width times depth times 7.48. Now, along with the size of your pond, you also want to keep record of how it was built. Does it have liner? Is it preformed plastic? Is it concrete on the bottom? These are things that help us determine what kind of treatments or assistance you may need with filtration in your pond. Which brings me to the next question. What kind of filtration do you have? Do you have any at all? Do you have a skimmer box, biofalls? Do you have UV lights or exterior filters? These are things that you want to keep track of because filtration is a big concern when dealing with problems in your pond like green water or bad water quality or algae. Also, you want to document what kind of pump you have. It's important that you try to keep the make and model. If you can't get those, at least try to make sure you know how many gallons per hour your pump is capable of putting out. All of that information should be on a sticker on the pump. Also, you want to try to keep track of how old your pump is. A lot of these pumps that people put in their ponds have limited warranties that last a few years. So you want to make sure you know when it was installed. That way, you may be able to replace your pump for free if it breaks within that warranty time. You should document what size plumbing you have in your pond. If for some reason you have to replace a pump or your plumbing starts leaking and you call a professional to come fix it, it saves you a ton of money and time if that professional doesn't have to run back and forth getting the right fittings. If they know the plumbing size before they come out to the job, then they can do it pretty quickly. Another question is whether you have aeration. Do you have a waterfall? Do you have any water movement at all? Do you have an aeration system? And of course, you want to keep track of what kind of treatments you use on your water. Beneficial bacteria, algicides, things like that. Hopefully this helps you when you're seeking help to be able to give professionals the information they need to solve your problem. But if any of this is over your head, don't worry. We'll answer your questions even if you don't know. As always, reach out to us with any concerns, and I'll catch you downstream.